NerdCon Day 2. So yeah, we have this giant thing that says, "The story was and remains the key to the marvel of human progress." So that is in very many fonts that I can't exactly read. But yeah, it's really NerdCon thing, and NerdCon is so fun, and I'm definitely enjoying it a lot so far. So yeah, on to Day 2. So we're going to do a real quick recap of what we just did.
The morning session.
Yeah,
this is like when we just finished lunch. We just haven't had a chance to sit down and shoot for a second and catch up on where we were. So we went to the morning variety show.
Yay, which was really cool.
Which was awesome.
There's puppet singing Hamilton. And
I may have got a little of the
Donald
puppet.
Trump.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I don't know if I shot the puppet singing Hamilton or not. I'll shoot.
Yeah,
I definitely shot
happens.
some puppet, so I'll put some puppet in here.
I just want to say that it is an honor to be here with you nerds. This conference has changed my life. I'm unable to connect in a way that I think it might be me. I think Leslie, my handler, please ignore her. I tried to have her removed, but I could not talk.
Reese did the guy that did the how to do a presentation. Reese did a really good presentation today about like etymology and word geekography and stuff.
Yeah, I love etymology so much.
He's launching a new YouTube channel about like etymology and about where words came from and things.
Talk is Peach.
Talk is Peach. Go check it out. We'll put a link down in the doobly-doo to that. That was really awesome. We'll love seeing that.
I am a complete nerd about etymology.
It turns out that foible, which means something you're not good at, right, a shortcoming, it's from sword making and sword fighting. It's a French term. The weakest part of your blade, from the middle to the tip, is called your foible. That's already enriching enough. And then it turns out that the strongest part of your blade, from the hilt to the middle, is called your forte, which came to mean something that you're good at. Interestingly, on this one is that the French never said an accent on this. They never said forte, they just said forte, but we like to make things that are already snobby a little more snobby. Just makes us feel good.
What else? Okay, then I don't know anything else big this morning. There was a really beautiful woman did a thing about how to write black women. There was some really awesome. The way she phrased a bunch of things in there was awesome. I'll put a clip of that in there because I shot some of her. I thought that was amazing.
You were speaking of black mothers. Make it clear they need guidance, support, or salvation. What salvation? It all depends. They work too much and they're not paying enough attention to their kids. They work too little and can't afford to raise their kids. Or, there's no point at which they can balance work and family because, again, they are other. And that is not possible.
There was a guy sat down and did like a Neil Gaiman joke book thing that was just so awesome. I don't know if I shot any of that or not, we'll see, but it was really funny.
Yeah.
Like, why did the man throw a clock out a window and why did the chicken cross the road? But well, in order to understand it thoroughly, you need to understand something about the road. It was really, really good.
Why did the man throw his clock out the window? Kenneth had a unique relationship with time. And by time, I do not mean a treacherous thing composed of hours and minutes, except that I do, after a fashion. You see, time has an hourglass figure and an old soul. She wears tomorrow's most retro couture and sounds like Julie Christie reading To Kill a Mockingbird for sick children.
And then I had to run upstairs because the battery was dying in the camera, and
I attended a panel.
Presley went to a panel about how to write women.
Yes.
Like getting rid of your preconceptions. Is that what it was? Okay, hold on. I'm going to flip you guys around for a second and make sure I turn the microphone on. Okay, I did.
Yay!
Yay! Mic's on. Okay, go ahead.
It was like destroying your biases.
Oh, biases, yeah.
Yes, because a lot of people are obviously subconsciously biased.
Even women writers.
Yeah, or to have their women like not be main characters, or even if a woman is a main character, to have the men still have all the speaking roles and do a lot of things.
Like even women writers are used to media that treats women in a certain way, and so sometimes that becomes almost a trope, right?
Yeah.
And you write based on things that you've read, and that it can be a problem even for women writers to deal with.
And really what everyone said was to write a person and then just have them use his pronouns, she, her.
And I definitely shot some of that, so here I'll put in a little bit of what I shot from that panel.
I think one thing that you're asking about is tokenism, right? How do you avoid tokenism in your story? How do you avoid dumping all of your diversity points into one character? What I think is that when you're looking at a group, like like when you're looking at a demographic that you're trying to represent in a story, it's important to not just have one like person who is your full representation of that demographic. And I think that'll help you avoid stereotypes. And I think you talked about intersectionality, and I think that's also really important. So yeah, I mean, obviously people with many different, points on different identity axes exist, because we all do. There are white, straight, cisgender dudes. These are all the same number of points. So it just depends on how you look at things.
We'll put links to the women that were on that panel, and where you can go find some of their books. And they're definitely their advice for supporting women writers is buying books by women writers, about women, by women, and recommend them. And so we'll put links to all of their bios in there. We went to a really awesome little lunch, a little diner called Eggy's right here, not too far from us. Presley got a shake.
I still have it.
I got like a gyro breakfast scramble that was just really good.
Yeah, you were swearing to
really
Mommy
tasty.
about it. Don't do that.
Presley knows me well. I almost swore on the vlog, which I try to not do, so I don't have to bleep myself.
I had to bleep you once. That was
Presley did. Well, we were playing a game though. If I'm video gaming, all bets are off. So yeah, I think we're gonna run up to the room for just a second, get Presley a battery charger for her phone because her phone's dead. She's been on Tumblr. Tumblr eats batteries.
Tumblr wasn't the only thing. I've also been playing this game.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, what's it called? Rolling Sky. Rolling Sky.
And oh boy, it's really addicting. You basically just roll a ball through. I'm not being paid to say this, by the way. You have to specify that on every video. But you just roll a ball through a maze, and it's so hard.
It's fun. I play it when we travel. And then Presley just passed me by, like she's becoming a better gamer than me.
Yay! But it's like really, really addicting.
Okay, so we're gonna go upstairs, and then we'll hit the afternoon stuff, and we'll catch you guys up with what happens this afternoon.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Dan. I'm referencing Dan and Phil to introduce myself.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You have to put the thing that says Dan, by the way.
Well, maybe you can do that.
You have to put a title there.
Maybe you can edit today's video.
Okay.
There's lots of footage to go through for sure. All right, we just came out of, so we did 2 things since the last time we talked, I guess. Well, 3 things maybe. We had lunch. Oh no, we haven't talked about lunch. Did we talk about lunch? Okay, so we did talk about lunch over there. All right, so we've done 2 things since the last time we talked.
What is the other thing?
Well, we went to the Internet Creators Guild meetup.
That was the thing.
Yeah, and Amanda McLaughlin was a saint to put up with the verbal torrent that is Presley, especially after a sugary, a milkshake.
A milkshake. And
just a tiny bit of a latte. Don't send me email telling me that I let her drink a latte.
It was like that much.
She drank a latte, tiny bit of a latte, and then it was like a vanilla spice thing. And then she had a milkshake for lunch.
And then I also had a
and
chocolate
caffeine.
pancake.
And a chocolate pancake at lunch. Right?
And a chocolate croissant.
And so Amanda got to bear the brunt of
me talking about like
Presley's
everything.
Verbal hurricane.
They were very
Presley.
nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like if you guys are not, if you're creators and you're not in the Internet Creators Guild yet, you should definitely be moving that direction. It's a cool resource. There's a Slack chat that you can hang out with a bunch of other really amazing creators. Lots of channels in there. We hang out in the EDU channel and some of the other channels there for the Creators Guild. It's definitely worth the money. You throw some money in. You get some good feedback. You can get critiques on your videos. You get advice about how to do a lot of things.
They're really nice
the community's growing. They're continuing to do a lot of additional things. So it's definitely worth checking out. I recommend the Creators Guild. They're also super fantastic people. And it's a lot of the same people that run this con and VidCon as well. So it's totally worth going in and doing that.
I feel so fancy and professional because I feel like older.
Because why?
I have
you
a
have a
bag.
purse?
Yeah.
And then what did we just do?
And then we went to the very, very end of the, what's it called?
Variety show.
Variety show, yes. I was like, diversity?
The diversity show. There's a lot of diversity here.
Yes.
I can see how you got misled, but yes.
Variety show.
Which included?
Lip sync battles.
The lip sync battle, which was
and also
amazing.
a really amazing speech by John Green.
And John Green's speech. So unfortunately, I can't show you a lot of the actual lip sync. The lip sync battle because there's copywritten music and
I
I'll get a
will-
copyright strike.
Yeah.
But I will play a little bit of the critique for each person, and then over that I will show some of the video of them performing
I will.
without the audio.
Or maybe I
Or
will.
Presley
I
will
don't
if she
know.
edits, yes. So you can catch a little bit of that, and then I'll show you a little clip of John Green's speech. John Green, like, he's such an amazing speaker. It's so inspiring to see him play. Like, he's just seems like such an awesome man. Like, we're really huge fans of his as a person, in addition to as an educator.
I'm just doing this because I want to see my ponytail on camera, but I can't.
Yeah, I'll show you pictures of it.
Yeah.
Presley's fascinated by her ponytails.
Matt, do you have any quick thoughts?
Yeah, great commitment. This is all about selling it. Amazing emphasis at certain points. Holding up your finger for the word one, I thought was particularly inspired. To make that decision and that bold choice was really astonishing. Thank you. That was truly shameful. I'm embarrassed for you. There's nothing more disgusting than pandering to an audience the way you did. But the way you moved.
As the judge who hails both from Chicago and the Black church tradition, Paul, on behalf of my people, listen. I was trying to go along with it, right? I mean, I understand that you people put shoes on furniture and stuff, and I don't understand what that's about.
I don't know how far we have to bring the energy in the room down to get it where I need it to be. But way down. Just like journey with me back to 3 periods of madness in my life. So here are 3 brief stories. I'm telling you, it's way down. Okay. First, and I guess what I want to say today is that you can be sane and be an artist. And also, that if you're sick, getting help, although it is hard and exhausting and inexcusably difficult to access in many cases, will not make you less of an artist. So here's the thing. The Alaska implosion happened because I didn't yet understand what was wrong with me. The Sprite debacle happened because stuff happens. Because sometimes when you have a chronic illness, you get sick. And last year happened because I went off my medication to try to write a novel, because I bought into that dangerous romantic lie. And I'm embarrassed to tell you that, but yeah, I hadn't written a book in years. I felt desperate to write something. I blamed my medication. So I decided that to write, I would go off of it. And for the record, I will tell you what I wrote during the Alaska implosion. Nothing. Here's what I wrote during the Sprite debacle. Nothing. And here's what I wrote during the collapse of last year. Literally nothing that made sense. In the end, I feel that romanticizing mental illness is dangerous and destructive, just as stigmatizing it is. So I want to say that, yes, I'm mentally ill and I'm not embarrassed about it. And I also want to say that I've written my best work not when flirting with the brink, but when treating my chronic health problem with consistency and care. Thank you.
Before we get out of here, I did want to say that I was thinking about kind of NerdCon stories a little bit the other day, or last night, I guess, overnight. And like, it has this really amazing mixture of like entertainment and education.
Yeah.
Like, you really sort of learn a lot, and there's a lot of really insightful
But
stuff
it's
happening.
so funny.
But it's at the same time, like, my mouth, I've got like my jaw hurts from laughing so much.
My hands hurt from clapping.
Right?
And my sides hurt from laughing.
So there's a lot of like high entertainment value, but you're also learning a lot. Like the whole how to write straight characters panel was like super informative and funny. Like, it was just a perfect panel, right? And so I've been to a lot of even like writers conferences and certainly work conferences and things like that. And they're
I could rant about that.
super informational. Like, you learn a lot, but they're not all that entertaining. Or you go to a VidCon or a Comic-Con, and those are super entertaining, but not super informational. So to find one that gives you both is super interesting, and like, it's a perfect balance. And yeah, I don't know, I really love it. So I've been really happy. I'm kind of sad to see it go if it goes. I'm sad to see it end this year, and certainly sad if we don't have another one next year.
I hope we do.
I do too.
So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more cons, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Bye, guys.